Inquiries has produced a few videos on electric power generating capacity worldwide from various forms of renewable energy, specifically solar and wind. To continue along the same vein, this video looks at global power generating capacity from biogas. Note that we're talking capacity here. That's the maximum amount of power that can be produced at any one time, not the actual amount of power generated. You'll find information about that on our website. You can find the link in the description of this video. So, what is biogas? Well, quite simply, it's renewable gaseous fuel, especially methane, produced by the fermentation of organic matter. There are numerous sources of biogas, with the main ones being agricultural, that's manure and crop residue, and municipal waste, like at a landfill site as seen here. You can also upgrade biogas to near pure methane by removing most of the impurities. This gas is aptly called biomethane, or renewable natural gas, RNG for short. Generation capacity for biogas and biomethane is actually very small when compared to other sources. Combined, there's only about 25 gigawatts of capacity worldwide in 2022. This compares to 1,000 gigawatts or more for both wind and solar. That being said, biogas capacity has more than doubled over the past dozen years, from just 10 gigawatts in 2010. Besides the obvious desire to use renewable energy resources to combat climate change, there are three main factors driving the growth of biogas and biomethane generation. Number one, biogas can provide an endless and continuous supply of energy, unlike the intermittency of both solar and wind. Number two, biogas is abundant in most regions from organic waste produced by both cities and farms. Although production is relatively expensive, that's one of the main disadvantages, new technologies are being developed to make production easier and more cost-effective. And thirdly, governments are creating rules and regulations to reduce carbon emissions and promote the use of renewable energy of all types. These factors are expected to result in faster development over the coming years. In fact, worldwide, there are about 2,700 biogas projects in various stages of development. A couple of the well-noted projects include the Hodzo Biogas Plant in Ghana and the LA Sanitation Biogas Plant in the US. Looking ahead, Incors is forecasting biogas generation capacity to grow at an average annual rate of about 5% per year through 2030, from 25 gigawatts in 2022 to over 35 gigawatts, with a focus on the pure biomethane. Leading countries in biogas generation are Europe, with a focus on biomethane production. They reached over 1,300 producing facilities by early 2023, with the largest producers being Germany, the UK, Denmark, and France. And China, who are seeking to expand rural biogas production to reduce air pollution from coal while improving waste management practices. They plan to reach a level of nearly 1,700 million tons of oil equivalent by 2030. This equates to about 200 terawatt hours of electric generation. To close, despite how small biogas and biomethane generation capacity is worldwide when compared to all other sources, biogas systems can play an important part in stabilizing the electricity grid when the wind isn't blowing and the sun isn't shining.